Another update here. Sorry, I don't know when that started. So trying to make a little bit more progress here. Wiring is done on this side for plug wires. Manifold is bolted up good and tight. Came out tonight after a little gap here. Worked on this side. Manifold is bolted up tight on this side. Plug wires are run correctly with this dumb little insulator looking things on them. This side was a lot easier. It's a little bit smaller on the primaries than the other side. I know, whacked together, but it's what I had and it's what fit. So it was a little bit easier getting most of the header bolts in there, and you can't really see them, but I was able to get most of the new style in with the Allen head and the lock washer in there. For the couple that I wasn't able to do that on, I was just finally kind of like, oh, screw it, whatever. These blue Loctite. I may regret that later. I don't know yet. Anyway, did that and then started working on the plumbing. And this is real redneck, but I have done it before and it has worked pretty well when my adapters are apparently the wrong size and I don't want to buy more. This is a at least well, I don't know what size fuel line this is. It's a 95 Mustang. The fuel inside is supposed to be able to use this adapter to go from, I don't remember what side that is, to 6AN and be able to run AN lines to aftermarket fuel rails on an intake. Well, it doesn't fit. So I came down here, and since well, I'm not going to be able to show you because I don't have a line, but each of the hard lines coming from the tank has two ridges in it, I guess, for a piece like this to snap onto and lock onto securely. Because of that, I just took this 6AN line and crammed it over both of those and used, oh good lord, I don't even remember what, 2 clamps basically. And I have done that before. It does work really well, actually. It is very secure. I really started tugging on this, trying to pull it out, and just to test it, and it did not budge. It was starting to bend the fuel line, so I quit. Then I started hooking up the heater hose stuff, and this is where it's gotten kind of innovative, especially tonight. One side is 3/4 to the heater core. The other side over here is 5/8. Problem is, I don't have the factory. I can't use the factory metal lines on this because of the aftermarket fuel rails, especially, and the valve covers. So I managed to get the 3/4 on just fine. I didn't have enough 3/4 to run the other side and just jimmy it to make it work down here, but because I don't use the factory stuff, it's kind of messed up. This side is 3/4 down here, that side is 5/8 up there, so I'm going to have to adapt this somehow. Didn't have a good way to do that until I ran across my extra sockets. So I took a 12mm, ran it over to the grinder real quick and roughened it up a little bit. It's a little narrow on the inside diameter, but you know what, it'll work just fine. And this is my 3/4 hose. It fits down in there fairly, snug enough, especially once I get some clamps on it. I can run that up to about this point, and then I have my 5/8, which is a lot tighter, but this also fits in there that I can clamp on and use, on a couple inches to just step it down from that 3/4 inch to this 5/8 to the heater core. That way I can have my nice heat. Figure if I'm keeping AC and power steering and all this other junk and the battery up front, why leave out the heater? May as well do it. So anyway, making a little bit of progress. I'll probably have another video later, a little bit later, with I don't know if I get anything else done. But yep, that's it. Thanks.